And we started off with some bold new revelations by the FBI at a news conference moments ago on new terror arrests here at home. Hello, everybody. Hope you're after a great day. I'm Jenna Lee.
And I'm John Scott. Terror raids in 2 different states with 6 men, all friends, now in custody in San Diego and Minnesota. They're charged with conspiracy to support ISIS. The arrests part of an investigation in which the feds tracked young people who traveled or tried to travel to Syria and link up with the Islamic State. Mike Tobin, following all of the breaking developments live from our Midwest Bureau in Chicago. Mike.
And, John, the U.S. attorney out there says this is not a group of young people who are easily influenced. This is a group of peers that was dedicated to joining ISIS by any means necessary and absolutely would not be dissuaded. Now, Minneapolis does have a large Somali population, and the U.S. attorney Andy Lugar had just held a press conference, and he said they do have a terror recruiting problem out of that population. He says it's not a Somali problem. It is not a Minneapolis problem. It's everyone's problem. Many of the young people out there do not have a lot in the way of education, work, or prospects, and they're ripe picking for radical recruiters. He also mentioned there is one Somali youth who made it over to Syria and has evolved as a top recruiter or a point of contact. His name is Abdi Noor. Now, of the 6 people who were just arrested, this peer group did have an individual who defected. He recorded conversations and showed just how aggressively and what an active role Abdi Noor was playing. I want to play for you right now the soundbite from the U.S. attorney Andy Lugar in reference to the diligence these people showed trying to get over to Syria.
Each of those charged in the criminal complaint participated in a criminal conspiracy over the last 10 months. Our offices have dedicated enormous resources during the past year to investigating a large group of friends and relatives who have been meeting with one simple goal in mind. As the complaint makes clear, this group is committed to joining ISIL by any means possible.
And all of this goes back to an arrest back in November of a young man named Hamza Ahmed. He was arrested trying to leave out of New York. Many of these young men were connected to him, arrested at the same time, and were released. They were warned about the consequences of their actions. Still, according to that U.S. attorney, they were very active in trying by any means necessary to get over to Syria, even plotting to go through Mexico. John?
Mike Tobin in our Midwest Bureau. Mike, some scary stuff there. Thank you.
Well, in other news related to the war on terror, the White House is now condemning the slaughter of Ethiopian Christians by ISIS. The terror group releasing a video claiming to show the beheading of dozens of men captured in Libya. This latest video apparently widens the area where the terrorists are operating. Connor Powell is live in Jerusalem with more on this story. Connor?
Yeah, Jenna, this latest gruesome video showing the mass murder of Ethiopian Christians in both eastern and southern Libya. Some are beheaded, others are shot. It is similar in both editing and style to what we've seen out of previous ISIS videos, but it is also a unique 30-minute long video, and it shows the growing coordination and influence and reach of ISIS. In the past, independent militant groups have carried out attacks in the name of ISIS, but in this video, this latest video, ISIS supporters carried out the attacks in different locations and then appear to have sent the video back to leaders of ISIS to be edited and released from sort of ISIS's leadership, indicating a really more advanced level of coordination between the ISIS groups and militants around the world and the ISIS leadership than Western analysts had previously thought existed. In recent months now, militants have taken advantage of the growing chaos and sort of fighting in Libya to expand their reach. ISIS has now carried out attacks in several different parts of Libya just in the past few months and have carried out several different types of attacks in the country as well, really showing that they have a significant reach and ability to carry out attacks in Libya. The real concern, though, in this video and what's really different is that it shows this level of coordination, Jenna. And previously, people thought around the world and that ISIS was this group in Iraq and Syria. But what we're seeing now is that this is a group that has global aspirations and is able to find fighters and supporters in countries like Libya and Afghanistan and Yemen. It shows that it is much more a global terrorist organization than something confined to just Iraq and to Syria, Jenna.
Important for us today, Connor. Thank you.